Welcome to Princess Hotels and Resorts in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. This is the main lobby of Grand Riviera Princess. This is the left side of the resort. This is the main entranceway where you check in. You can see there are bars upstairs, a little better view of the check-in area, and where you'll pull up to. And then this is the grand entranceway leading down to the beach. So now we're heading to the downstairs part of the left side lobby. So there is a lobby on the right side of the resort as well. Downstairs and leading in between the two lobbies are lots of stores, photo shops. I know you can see over here there's a gift shop with really authentic Mexican gifts. So great places to definitely come if you're looking for a souvenir. And then this is the path that goes actually straight from the lobby all the way down to the beach. You're going to see that the path kind of rounds off to the right, and you can see a few more of the honeymoon suites and the other side of the resort. This is where the two paths from the two lobbies converge. And then this single path has pools on either side, rooms on either side, and this will lead us directly to the beach area. On the right, you're going to see one of many towel huts. So it's awesome that you don't have to take your towels from your room. There's plenty of towel huts along this path to use at the pool and at the beach resort. That's one of the pool bars. It is a little early, so not many people are out at this time just yet. There's a lot of water sports that go on here during the day. Lots of huts, and all of these are for free. So first come, first serve, as long as you get your towel down first. Up here, off to our left and our right, there's two restaurants, both buffets, for both breakfast and lunch. At dinner, these both become restaurants. One becomes a French restaurant, so fondue style, and then the other becomes a steakhouse. So you get a good view of how the path kind of splits off at this point. And a little closer on the side. So I will show that most of the restaurants are closer towards the lobby area, but these two are actually located closer to the beach. It is nice to have a little bit of that spread to kind of keep people spread out as well. These are some more of the pools as we continue on this path. One of my favorite things about this resort is all of the pools. You can see there's another pool bar off to our left as well, and then there is another one off to the right, which you'll be able to see in a minute. All the pools are extremely well kept. They are scrubbed every morning, constantly being skimmed. Everything at this resort is super clean. And then off in the distance slightly, you can see the pool bar. And then besides just the buffets for the lunch aspect, you're also going to see here there's a taco bar. It's not quite open just yet, but they have great fish, chicken, beef, pork tacos. They put out actually a lot more picnic tables since last time we were here, because I think this stand has become quite popular with how delicious it is. You can see all the pools also have these, I guess, Roman columns added in as well. And inside each of those rounded columns is a seating area with jets. So definitely somewhere nice to relax before dinner or after a long day at the beach. And now we will continue our walk to the beach. Up ahead is actually another gift shop. This gift shop though is more geared towards beach necessities. There's a lot of pool floats and towels and bathing suits. Anything you may have lost in luggage, just in case, you can buy here. Extra sunscreen, toiletries. This is my favorite part of the resort, are these beautiful mangroves. Sometimes if you're lucky, not only will you see coatis, but there are monkeys as well. And this beautiful bridge leads right to the beach. Usually during the day there is always something going on here. But again, as I said, this is the morning, very early, so not many people out right now. Definitely a large beach as well. I know not every resort always has quite such a large beach. So if you are a beach person, I would definitely recommend this hotel, considering they have a very, very large area of beach. This area is actually slightly further down the beach, and there is a water sports beach hut at this resort. They offer free paddleboarding, free kayaking, free hobie catting, so you can actually come here and take these out whenever you would like. You can actually see out in the ocean right now, there is somebody who took out a kayak. This is the beach a little bit later in the day now. You can see there's some soccer nets out that people had been playing with before. Over here, connected to the bar and behind me, is actually a beach hut with an entire buffet that's always set up for lunch. They open around 11 and close around 5. So you don't even have to leave the beach in order to eat lunch. This is our room. It's a deluxe swim out junior suite. You can see we have a pretty large closet with a safe. There is a stand to put your luggage on. I love when hotels have this. It's better than throwing all your luggage on the floor. The bathrooms are absolutely beautiful. We have a his and her sink. Everything is clean, everything is brand new. There is a massive jacuzzi with also a window to the rest of the bedroom that can be opened and or closed. I apologize, our room's a bit of a mess. That's our fault. We have our shower on one side. And again, everything is brand new. And we have our toilet on the other. So these are separated by this frosted glass, each with their own separate doors, and a main door to the bathroom. Always my favorite part. I love when hotels have a full-length mirror. You have our king-size bed. You have your necessities, your TV, your coffee maker, your ice bucket, your fridge, fully stocked. We have a few chairs, a coffee table, some coconuts we found on the beach. But my favorite part of this specific room is we have a very large porch with some nice furniture to sit on, just to come back to our room and relax before dinner. They give you a bar to hang wet clothes on, towels, and we opted for the swim out room this time. So as you walk down the stairs, you literally walk right into one of those pools that you had saw leading to the beach. unlike the path you saw leading straight down the center of the resort from the lobby to the beach, this path is on the other side of the buildings, so the hotel rooms. This is on either side of the resort. It's a really awesome path for running, jogging, morning walks, and they even have trains and little golf carts that take you to and from the lobby to the beach, so that way if you don't want to walk all the way, that is an option. This is actually the family section of Grand Riviera. It's all rooms meant for families with children. There's kid-friendly swim outs, kid-friendly pools, and you can see that that's literally right next to the main center of the main resort. So now we are upon the entrance to the Princess Family Club. This is their little downstairs lobby. They have tons of activities for kids. And then as we walk through, it's definitely more secluded, as you can see, so if you do have children, this is a great area to kind of keep them away from a little bit of the hecticness of the main resort when it's super busy. So now we're back upstairs in the main lobby, basically where we started our tour, except this is the area that was behind me. As you can see, right here is the travel and tours desk. I know we always come here to book at least 2 to 3 excursions when we're in Mexico. They have awesome Mayan ruins, and you can visit the cenotes, and there's great parks to explore. And as you can see across the way, there is an ice cream shop. So right across here, even though this is the upstairs of the kid and family resort, everyone can get ice cream, so it is open to all guests, even if you're not staying in that section. All you have to do is cross this bridge. As I mentioned before, we were definitely going to explore more of the main lobby plaza area. So there are tons of these little seating areas, great to relax on at night. There's usually music and events going on. On this pathway, there again are a lot of stores. There's a nightclub. There is a 24-hour sports bar that's usually open. So if you need a late night snack. In front of us is another buffet. This is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this is more breakfast, lunch, and dinner options closer to the main lobby. Over here is the activities board. So this will show you day by day what is available. There's water polo, there is archery, there's DJs, there's mariachi bands. It always tells you what shows are playing in the theater above, which I'll show you more of later. But then this opens up into the main plaza area. This area really comes alive at night. It's really exciting. This is where everybody really hangs out. Hope you can get a nice look of this beautiful area. As you can see, it's a very large area, so there's definitely a lot of room to spread out. Lots of room for activities. There's actually a market that comes here on Tuesdays as well, with all outside vendors. And as I zoom in further this way, you're going to see that this is where Spa Princess is located. And so I know we walked past the buffet off to the right before. In between at night, there's usually a stage, a DJ, a bar, and then directly across from that, it's basically symmetrical, this resort, the whole lobby area, is another buffet that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Over here, we have Gym Princess, so they do have an enormous gym. So we're actually now upstairs in the main plaza lobby. This is the area we were just looking at from down below. This is where most of the restaurants are located, which I'll show you in a minute. Across from here, though, you do have a better view of where that theater was that I was talking about before. So there's no show going on right now because it's a little late, but there was one earlier at around 8:30. These restaurants upstairs here are only open for dinner time. This is the Mexican restaurant, La Hacienda. This is another French type restaurant, La Fleur. So this is different than the fondue style one down towards the beach. These restaurants have indoor seating, outdoor seating, and the good thing about them is you usually would never have to wait. They are reservation only, and you can make easy, quick reservations right on the app on your phone. You can make reservations up to 3 nights out, so we tend to make them for the first 3 nights of our vacation, and then each day we just make them for that next day that becomes available. Over here is Miso and the Hibachi restaurant. These are both Asian style restaurants. Miso is your normal restaurant table service, whereas the Hibachi, you have your chef cooking in front of you. They put on a show. It's hilarious. It is a great time. You get to watch them cook your food. You can see inside here, this is actually another steakhouse at this restaurant. So I guess they consider this their American steakhouse. It is a little late, which is why you don't see people sitting outside right now, and nothing looks too crazy busy. Definitely a lot of families or couples and people vacationing tend to eat on the earlier side. So again, this is Steakhouse La Vaqueria. And then this is the Italian restaurant as well, Mamma Mia. This is a map of the entire resort. You can see that the lobby is all the way off to the left, whereas the beach is all the way off to the right. We walked you down the main path, down the center, past all of the pools. On the path behind as well, you can see on top is the kids resort, and actually on top off to the right, that large building is the adults only resort as well.